Today we're going over the 10 best tips for beginners. If you're a pro, you can still stick around. I bet you'll learn something. Hello everybody, I'm Mystically19 and let's get right into the video. Number 10. Drag your shots. I see so many tap firers today and it kind of makes me kind of mad. If you don't know what dragging your shots is, you should. It's where you move your joystick so you can see the line that your shots make. This is so much better for when people are dodging your shots because you can predict them and get even more hits. I even find myself needing to drag my shots with Cordelius even though he has pretty close range. Of course, this tip does not apply to people like Jackie or Doug, maybe even Rosa, but can still apply to like BB if you want to make your shot hit every time. Trust me, if you practice your aim just a little bit by dragging your shots, you will be so much better than before. If you ever stuck between deciding to tap fire or drag your shots, make sure you drag your shots. It'll do you better in the long run. Trust. All the pros do this, just go watch one of Hi-Res videos and you'll see him drag his shots. Even in bot lobbies, I know tap firing will probably hit them, you should still drag your shots. Okay, moving on to number 9. Play lanes in 3v3s. If you don't know what lanes is, it's basically someone on the left, someone in the middle, and someone in the right. This does you so much better because people like Squeak can easily counter you if you all together. If you've been watching the video I've been playing on the top, you'll notice that every single time these bots all gather up and I kill them instantly. Lanes will do you so much better, especially if you know who you're going up against, and it'll definitely help your whole team. This especially applies to game modes like Knockout, where you definitely need to play lanes. Trust me, it's not worth getting the area damage taken on all of you. This especially helps if you're playing communication. If you can't communicate with your teammates, try to signal by shooting at them and then shooting where they should go. Sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. Don't do this if you're in a fight, it wastes your shots. Trust me, I've had many people who don't know that you should play lanes, and I usually end up losing. Luckily this match here, we kind of played lanes. It didn't really matter though, because we were in a sort of bot lobby. Enough about lanes, let's move on to number 8. Learn your brawler's counters. This is one of the biggest things because people can definitely counter others really well. For example, Amber is a really big tank killer, so if you are a tank and you're up against Amber, I'm sorry my friend, you might be dead. There are so many other examples of tank killers. For example, any long range brawler can easily defeat Doug. There's so many others, and I know there's probably videos all out there about this, and comment if you want a video of every single counter for every brawler. But yeah, there's so many, and you definitely need to learn which counters are which, especially if you're playing Power League. Going last in Power League isn't always bad because you can get an easy counter for somebody else because they can't really change their brawler. So trust me, learn the counters for your favorite brawlers. If someone would be ever so generous to put all the counters in the comments because I do not know them by heart, that would be amazing and you'd be helping out the community. But anyways, let's move on to number 7, learning who's good for each map. Yes, this is a thing, especially for those real open maps when you can't really play a close range brawler. I have group chats, I have clubs, I'm always asked, hey, who's good for Knockout, who's good for Gem Grab? It's not that. It's who's good for the map right now. For example, the All Bush Bounty map, Bo, Buzz, and others are probably the best for that map. But right now, Bell's Rock, Bo is not going to be the best. Neither is Buzz. Gotta learn who is good for each map. If you want to learn it simply, just look at how many bushes, look how many walls there are, and the more walls and the more bushes, the closer the range you should play. I swear, I crack up when I see people playing short range people on the map, literally called Out in the Open. It is so fun. The one map I can think of that you can probably play short or long range people is Infinite Doom, because usually everyone just rushes to the middle, but you can also stay back and get some easy kills. Alright, let's move on to number 6. Get good with your brawlers. I don't care how you do this, if you do hours of training in friendly battles, if you look up tutorials, learn how to play these brawlers. You can watch tutorials. You can ask me to make tutorials. I gladly make any tutorials for you. Just ask in the comments. If you're ready for that tutorial to come out, make sure you like and subscribe, and I will keep you updated if you hit that notification bell too. But you gotta learn how to get good with your brawlers. It's not only helping you, it's helping your team. It's helping you get more trophies. Please learn how to get good with your brawlers. I will gladly help you if you need it. Okay, number 5, power up your brawlers. And not just in any order. You should probably try to get a real strong brawler and fast, because I see people not only just getting all their people up at once, because that's not helping you. You could have 70 power 5s, but what are they doing for you? Right now, I have 7 power 11s and about 5 power 10s. I use those people the most because the better the power, the more damage, and the better stuff you can unlock for them. Trust me, this works and it'll help you out in the long run, especially if you're stuck up in the high ranks such as 20 or 25. That power 11 really comes in clutch, although I really never see someone below power 11 and 25. My friend James was stuck at all rank 15 brawlers and I told him to just power up his Daryl. The next day, he had him at rank 21. I was so proud. It works like a charm, trust me. It'll make all the difference, just that few extra damage. The next easy tip for number 4, get all your brawlers to at least 100 trophies. First 100 trophies are almost always bot lobbies, and it's almost a rank 10 for you. It's easy trophies, seriously, you gotta do this. I just told my friends this, and they all got their people up within a week. It works like a charm. Please get those people up. If you're sitting at 0 trophies with someone, you should be ashamed. You should at least try them. Every single brawler is fun. I have all my brawlers at 150 trophies right now, because the first few are just bot lobbies, and there's really no excuse for not winning. I just play knockout with them because most of the time the people just walk right towards you since they're bots and barely do any damage. I'm usually walking out of games with 0 deaths and like all the kills. It's amazing. Okay, that was a pretty short one, but we can move on to number 4. Be an active club participant. Make sure you're doing your club wars because you get amazing rewards in the end. Make sure you do your club quests too. I own my own club and I'm very, very strict about if people do their club wars or not. People are getting kicked left and right after the weekends. Like right now, I've already had to warn people 3 times to do their club wars even though we're in first. It doesn't matter, we could go down. My friends do the same for the clans they own. You just gotta do this. Rewards are so nice, it's practically cheating. If you're a free-to-play player, it's the best rewards you can get. Quick runner-up tip before number 3, make sure that you know what fights to pick. Don't go into fights if you're at 100 health, please. Moving on to number 2, play the game and see what you're doing wrong. Sometimes if I just examine how I'm playing and see what works and what doesn't, it really helps me play better in the future. Also, if you're on a hot losing streak, you should probably take a break for a little, and then maybe you can go back and examine your replays through your battle log. This usually helps me, and I realize what I'm doing wrong, what my teammates are doing wrong, and how I can improve. I use this very often, and it's definitely a big help. If you wanted, you could put your video with a professional's video side by side and see how you're playing compared to him. Of course, don't line it up exactly because no one is ever going to have the same 2 matches. Anyways, before I say number 1, make sure you guys like and subscribe. It helps out a ton, and I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. It'd mean a lot if you could get me there. Finally, we move on to number 1. Play with your friends. Playing with your friends has so many benefits. I play with my cousin, and he's gotten me so many trophies. Communication is key, and building a great team together is also key. No matter if you do it in person or FaceTime, it's always better to communicate. Definitely see an increase in trophies, and you can get some tips as well as giving tips to your teammates. I have a close group of friends who I play with often, so I usually play with them and help them get trophies, and they help me get trophies. This is by far one of the most helpful tips you can have because the chemistry really adds up and helps a ton. If you enjoyed my video today, make sure you watch a few others. I'm sure you'll be entertained by the videos I make. See you guys in the next video. Adios.